Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different that I have not done before. This is more of a how-to video. One of my viewers, Fran Harmon, requested that I show how to make a decal. Excuse me. So that's what I'm going to do today. I got my cutest cartoon plate, LC18, and as you see, it's just got all kinds of cute little cartoons on there, and I love it because these are the cartoons that I grew up on, and they're just absolutely adorable. So I'm gonna do a simple one just only because I don't want to make this video too long. So I think I'm gonna do the Scooby head right here. Yeah, let's do it that way. I'm going to do the Scooby head right here. And then I will zoom in as I'm actually doing the coloring in of it. Okay, this is called advanced stamping. And I'm going to be using my Wistonia scraper. And my new AliExpress clear jelly stamper. And I haven't picked out my colors yet, but as I pick them out, I'll show you. I'm going to use my black AliExpress canned nail stamping polish because it seems to stamp really well. So let's just get into it and see how it does. Aha. Okay, so I've picked up my image and we're going to remove this to the side. Now, what I usually do, you can choose to do it up on the holder, or you could do it like I do it. I usually take it out and do it that way. So what you're going to want to do first before you start anything, you're going to want to get a piece of, just a little piece of tape like this, and any pieces that showed up on the stamper that you're not going to use, like right here, you're going to take off. And that way when you color it in and then put your clear polish over, it will it won't come with it. Okay, so now, I'm going to go pick out my colors and then I'll be right back. Okay, so you're going to want to make sure that you have a little dish of acetone nearby so that way you can clean off your brush. And I just use this 100% acetone remover. It works very efficiently. And the colors that I chose will be no surprise. Wait, hold on. Okay, the colors I chose is Hit the Bottle, Burnt Orange. It was the closest that I could find to his fur. And Hit the Bottle, Pool Party as my colors. Okay, and I will be using this brush, and something I found with my brushes is after you finish painting, if you leave a little bit of polish down on the end and just let it dry on there and stay, it'll keep the tip to a point. So I always just dip it in when I first start and clean it off. Get the old polish off. Very easy. Now, this one is the Winsor & Newton Finest Sable Series 7 Double O brush. I absolutely love this brush. Okay, so now I am going to get, where is it at? I'm going to get one of my palettes right here. and put me a little bit of blue first, because the blue's the one that I'm not going to need as much of on. And it does tend to dry as you're doing it, so it's best if you get what you need. Okay. Woo. Almost dropped it. So let's zoom in. Now, I'm trying to do this to where y'all can see it. And you just want to stay in the lines. The angle that I'm at, I know I'm not probably going to stay fully in the lines, but y'all will get the idea. Okay. And I usually just try to make sure that I kind of go back over it a little bit. And the reason for that is you'll see like little, and this is why I picked the clear so I could show y'all on the other side, because you'll see like little spaces sometimes where it didn't fill it in all the way. Okay, once you can keep the paint on here, I always just kind of wipe it off so it doesn't start dripping. Now we're gonna switch to our blue, to our fur. And since I'm gonna be using a lot more of this, and it doesn't have to be stamping polishes that you color in with, by the way. It can be regular polishes. Most people actually do use regular polishes, so that way they don't waste their stamping polish, because stamping polish you get a lot less. Okay, so sorry, my camera cut out, but the biggest thing is when you're doing this, just avoid your the places you haven't polished that need to be polished in, like the eyes and the mouth. But you can paint over the already colored in parts, like how that black is already colored in. You can go ahead and paint over that, because when you turn it over, that's what you're going to be using. So when you turn it over, you're not going to be able to see that you painted over that black accidentally. Okay, so you get the gist of this part. So as soon as I finish coloring in this, I'll be right back. Okay, now I have that part done. All his fur is done. This is what it's going to look like when turned over. Now I'm going to do his mouth and his eyes so it doesn't look weird. And I'm just using my Hit the Bottle. It is, let's see, it's Hit the Bottle Snowed In. And this one won't take as long because I'm not having to use as much. Alright, so now let's zoom in. I know it looks crappy on this side, but it's really not that bad. So you just want to color in the eyes, and basically with this you just want to make sure that you stay within the lines. And I know I probably got out of them somewhere. Okay. And you don't have to worry, like I said before, you don't have to worry about coloring over another color, because it's not going to show up as you see. It's not going to show up, but you can see where I colored outside the lines. And another tip that I can give y'all that I found helped me was I went and bought, let me zoom out. Okay, I went and bought a magnifying glass, and it's just this one right here. It's got a light on it, but it helps me to see, and it attaches to my table like this. I got it from Amazon. I'll link down below the link for it, but I think I paid like $10 somewhere around in there for this. But it's a good little magnifying glass. It turns, it bends the way I need it to bend, goes any direction I want it to. I mean, it comes in handy. But okay, so I'm gonna let this dry, and once it's dry, I'll be back to finish it up and show y'all what else to do. Okay, it is dry to the touch. Make sure that it is completely dry to the touch. If I was you, I would just let it sit until you know for sure. Don't even touch it, because if you do and you smear it, you may end up winding up having to start back over. But mine's dry to the touch, so I'll put it back in the holder. And what you're going to want to get is just a regular top coat or clear polish. You don't want any fast drying top coat or anything like that, because the fast drying top coats is going to kind of get too hard once it dries, and it'll start flaking off, and it won't be as bendable to put on your nail or anything. So you definitely want to get just your regular top coat. And I just went to Family Dollar, I think, and got this Wet n Wild Wild Shine top coat. It's just a simple, I think a $1 or $2 bottle, very cheap. So it's not like you're going to be put out to get it. But now what you're going to want to do is just get your top coat, and this part you're going to want to put the you're going to want to put the polish, the clear polish, on pretty thick, so that way you know it's going to come up. I mean, it doesn't have to be like major thick or anything, but you want it thick enough to where you can lift it up and it come up like it's supposed to. So, alright, my thing keeps on messing up, so we're just going to do it this way. And I don't even wipe the brush when I bring it out of the bottle on this part, but you just want to let it drip onto your image a little bit. You don't want to scrape over it, because it may smear it. And you want to bring it out a little further than the edges, so that way you have a little bit to play with, to cut and all that when you're sizing it for your nails. But that's all I do. I don't even worry about trying to make sure it's a thick coat. I just kind of dab it on versus brushing it on. And that way I know that it's thick. Alright, and now all you do is you wait for it to dry. And once this dries, I'll be back to show you the end result. But that's what it looks like on this side. Oh, it dripped. See, and you don't want to do that either. So let's... Luckily, I can cut that part off. So, and it's clear, so it's not that big of a deal. Leave it to me. Alright, so I'm going to let this dry, and then we will be back to show you the rest of it. Okay, I think it is ready. Let's hope it is anyway, because I'd hate to have to start this whole thing over. You just kind of, what I do is I just kind of squeeze my head a little bit, just to kind of loosen up the polish, like that, until you get a corner. And you want to do this part slow, just so you don't break it. And ta-da! That's all you do. And then to place it on your finger, I'm not going to do it on mine, but to place it on your finger, all you do is get you, sometimes I can place it on my finger with just my base coat, with the base coat dry, and it will stick, and then I take acetone and kind of seal the edges. But a lot of people take and do like a very thin layer of the base coat or polish color or whatever you want to use, and you let it dry until it's like tacky, and then you place it over it, and you can cut it down after you get it on your finger, or you can cut it down to your finger size beforehand. It's up to you. But that's how you do a decal. I hope that this video helped, and if it did, please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know if you have any ideas that you want me to do for videos. I will be more than happy to do them. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Have a good day. Bye.